Okay, today we are going to be learning how to make precinct or county or township or whatever have you loyalty maps. So as an example of an election, we're going to be looking at West Virginia's 3rd district in 2012. So we're basically comparing Obama and Romney uh, to Manchin and Racy. So in this particular election, it being Southern West Virginia, there was a lot of crossover and precinct disloyalty. So I thought this would be a good example. So we have the presidential race versus the Senate race. These are our precincts, and then this first column over here is these numbers are the order that the precincts appear on my shapefile that I'm using. So that way when I'm done, I can just take whatever I've done and just paste it easy into the shapefile and it all match up. So to go about this, what I do is if Obama is greater than Romney, 1. If Obama is less than Romney, 2. So I usually use 1 for Democrats and 2 for Republicans. So doing this with the Senate race, if Manchin is greater than Racy, 1. If Manchin is less than Racy, 2. Okay, so obviously this particular precinct, it changed. It was Romney, then Manchin. So we're going to combine these next two. So I'll just do G2 and H2. And that gives you this kind of combined number here. So what I do next is if I2, the number equals 1, 1, let's say if it was Democrat, it would be 1. If if I2 equals, if it's Republican, let's make it 2. If I2 is, let's say it was Democrat Republican, 3. And finally, if it was Republican Democrat, 4. And close out your parentheses here. So some of the time I try to add in extra numbers to account for, say, if one of these was tied, but most of the time I don't really worry about ties. I like to see if precincts have gone with one or the other. So just for our purposes, let's leave this here. So we just drag this down, and there are a lot of 4s because there are a lot of Romney Mansion precincts. That's okay. There are some like these that are 2 that the was Republican. So I would just take this, and then if it's like this, some of these precincts on my shapefile were just clipped in. There aren't in the district, or if it's, or like if one of these is tied, it's going to give you a false or an error, but that's okay. So basically, each of these numbers, when we get to the map later, it's going to correspond with the color. So, and also, to get the number of these, I just copy this, paste special, paste the values, and then let's see, well, let's say I'm trying to figure out how many of these are in each category. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll look, search 1. There are 63 cells that are, or 63 precincts that are 1, 2, find all, there are 11, 3, Not surprisingly, there are no Obama racy precincts. And then 4, there are 561 precincts. So we have 63 Obama Mansion, 2 Romney racy, 0 racy or Obama racy, and then 4 Romney Mansion. So that's our count. So for this, I would just take this, copy it, and then paste it into my shapefile. And then when I open ArcMap, this is what I get. So generally, the darker colors are the straight party precincts. The dark blue are would be Obama Mansion. The red would be Romney Racy, and then this being the area it is, most of the district was Romney Mansion. I gave that a light blue. See how this light blue corresponds to the 4, and if there were any Obama racy precincts, which there aren't, it would be this pink. As I said earlier, sometimes with ties, I'll try to do these striped colors if they're tied in one race but not the other. I think these 2 gray precincts here, I think were tied in Manchin's race. So I usually leave tied precincts just this kind of gray. You can get away with that most of the time instead of having these other striped ones. But yeah, that's generally how I make